name is Jen Heim, and I'm a second grade teacher at Mechanicsville Elementary. Today I'm going to show you how to use the bar model in order to solve different types of word problems. These word problems are comparison word problems, where we're comparing two amounts. Normally we draw two bars to show each of the amounts. Let's look at our first problem. At the arcade, Maggie scored 56 points playing video games. Hope scored 37 more points than Maggie. How many points did Hope score? This is considered a comparison problem because we're talking about Hope scoring more points than the other person. So let's go back and look at our first sentence. Maggie scored 56 points playing video games. That sentence tells us that Maggie scored 56 points, so I'm going to draw a bar and label it with 56 and her name to show how many points Maggie scored. Then it says Hope scored 37 more points. I do not know how many points Hope scored, but what I do know is that Hope scored more than Maggie. So I'm going to draw a bar longer than Maggie's because Hope scored more. But this time I'm going to label it with a question mark because that is what I'm trying to find. And I'm going to label it with her name. But the other part of information we do know is that Hope scored 37 more than Maggie. So if I draw a line here, that makes this bar here the same amount as Maggie's. This section here is how many more points she scored, which we know is 37. Now I'm ready to solve my problem. I can take a look at my bar model and see if that I combine Hope's 56 and the how many more, I can get the total amount for Hope. So I'm going to write 56 plus 37 equals what we're trying to find. Your child may solve this in different ways. I'm going to use the expanded form method. I'm going to break apart 56 into 50 and 6, and 37 into 30 and 7. Now I can combine my tens. 50 and 30 is 80. 6 and 7 is 13. Now I combine those two amounts and get 93. So Hope scored 93 points. Let's try this bar model with a different comparison problem. Luke has 40 toy cars. Luke has 10 fewer cars than Devin. How many toy cars does Devin have? This is also a comparison problem because we have the word fewer. So now let's look at the first sentence. Luke has 40 toy cars. This problem tells us how many cars Luke has, which is 40. Draw my bar, label with 40, and his name. Then it says Luke has 10 fewer cars than Devin. So that sentence tells us that Devin is going to have more because Luke has 10 fewer. Since Devin has more, his bar is going to be longer than Luke's. I'm going to label that with his name. But we do not know yet how many toy cars Devin has. So I'm going to label this with a question mark. The piece of information in the problem that Luke has 10 fewer tells us that this difference here is going to be 10 because he has 10 fewer than Devin. Now I'm ready to solve this problem. I can look at Luke's bar now and see that it matches up with Devin's. So if I combine 40 and 10, I should get Devin's number of toy cars. 40 plus 10 equals question mark. So then 40 plus 10 equals 50. So Devin has 50 toy cars. And that is how we use the bar model in order to solve different types of word problems. Thank you.